Alright guys, so we're back at it today. We gotta mix our fuel real quick, and we got it all charged up, and and we gotta strap it down. We fire it up just to make sure it doesn't walk off. We still got some pins to put it together and all that, but we're gonna make sure it fires up first before we put any more together, even though it's literally 2 seconds from being buttoned up. So yeah, we're gonna get at it. Alright, so we are using Castrol 927 premix, which if you guys don't know is a very popular two-stroke mix. And we got our little quick mix here container. Helps us with as far as the ratios and all that and what we want to do. So it's a quick way to mix your gas and oil. But we didn't change our spark plug yet, but we're just going to give it a rip and see if it starts. Alright, so sputtered a little bit. Biggest thing is figuring out where our throttle's at and all that, and see if we got too much or too little. Starter feels pretty nice though. It's trying like that. Interesting, because it's trying to do it on full throttle. I think we'd be flooding it. We're gonna go back on choke. Usually it doesn't work that way. The starter is nice though. This motor usually has a lot of compression and it's so hard to pull. But it is definitely making it easier. But we're going to shut the video off and I'm going to check my plug real quick. Alright, we're going to try again here. Choke off. This is some of the struggles of two-stroke right here. Whether I post this, I don't know. But I looked at our spark. We got really good spark, so all our ignition should be good. As far as our primer here, it's filling up with fuel, so I don't see any issues with us getting fuel really. With these things, they're pretty simple. Biggest thing with these things is not to over pull them. That's exactly how you break these starters. So usually if they don't start up that quick, there's something going on. We got fresh fuel, but the problem is there was a little old fuel in the bubble here. So we might be trying to work our way through crappy fuel. So we probably should have taken the carb off and drained all the old fuel, but we didn't. So we might have to work through that a little bit. So we're probably going to have to take the plug off here, turn it upside down, get all the old fuel out, let it air out, it's probably flooded, and then give it a chance here in another 10 minutes. Good. Alright, so we ended up having to do a couple different things to get this thing started. It was not tuned in right at all. So I think we got it now, but we are still going to do a startup for you guys. So hopefully it starts. Whoop.
Yeah, turn it on again.
Yeah. Sand in the switch. I don't know how it gets there. Alright, so thanks Max for holding that, buddy. On our remote here, how we shut it off is there's a quick shut off on the remote here, so if this thing were to get wild, like let's say the throttle linkage were to stick, then we would be able to shut it off real quick. So we had to mess with the adjustment and all that a little earlier because it just was not acting right. But a good way, we actually had to do it with our two-stroke dirt bike too. But if you're ever having an issue, you keep flooding this thing, you can't get your bike or your two-stroke to run and all that, we literally just open the throttle wide open and we use our little air gun and we push air inside here, and as long as you're getting fuel and spark, the thing is going to start. It might not like it, it might not be happy, but it's a good way if you've over flooded something too to clear everything out. I told you our issue was that we actually had bad gas still in the carb. So even though we had put fresh fuel into the tank and all that, we might have still been having a trying to work through that bad gas, and it just wasn't liking it. So all right, so that's about it for today. We got this thing running and all that. Like I told you guys before, we got a couple things just to button up here, just a couple pins. But other than that, this thing is ready to go. Just needs a good clean job. And then Max still needs to get his slash together, which he's here today. But yeah, he's just got the fresh gear to put on this thing, and he can button that all back up, and he's good to go. So maybe you want to race me? No? Might be a good race. But
might be a higher tail.
Yeah. All right. That's it for today, guys. Hope you had a great Easter. We'll see you later.